Hi, Erica.
Hey!
We made it.
I know. I'm like, I've never been on this side.
I
This is really
know.
exciting for me.
Today, we are fulfilling your life's mission of joining live for a crystal party. Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you.
I'm so excited about this. I think
Same.
we can just like hang for a minute and wait for folks to join. Um, let's see what we have here. How are you doing this Tuesday? This crystal party Tuesday?
I am good. As people are listening to me, my voice may sound a bit basified. that is sinus crud. Just bear with me. I'm figuring myself out as we went from 30 degrees and now it is 70 today. So yeah, weather's a little on the wonky side, but here we are. But super, super excited for this. So as people
Same.
begin to go ahead and come on in, we'll give them a couple minutes. And I'm like, we get to play. We
Yeah.
get to play rocks today.
Yeah, we do. Um,
How are
we
you, love?
I'm good. I was telling you a moment ago, today is crystal day for me. So I got up this morning and planned some crystal marketing. Now I'm doing a crystal party, and later I'm gonna do some more crystal marketing, and basically we'll be ready for the holidays. But it's a good day. I like days like this where I just kind of get to do fun things all day, like this.
Hmm. Right.
I'm
And the
so
nice
excited.
thing is, for anyone that is not familiar with Almanac, as you can see behind Emily, the shop, like the outside sunlight is doing such a glorious job of showing off all all the beautiful things. So you can see the candles and the crystals. And we'll talk more about all of those. But I'm like, you get a gorgeous inside shot of
Yeah,
what the actual retail space looks like.
yeah. Yeah, we do. Right. I love this space so much. So, maybe a little about me, because I imagine everyone watching this knows you. Um, I'm Emily
Yes,
Thompson. I
please.
am the founder and co owner of Almanac Supply Co., where we make this side make products like candles and curate products like crystals to help people connect with nature and live seasonally. We are located in Chattanooga, Tennessee. We do have a storefront here in North Shore on Woodland Avenue, right down in the middle of everything in North Shore. It is a really fantastic little shop that I love very, very much. And we have, I mean, you can't see it. You see the like candle wall behind me. We also have like an amazing crystal wall. And we love doing crystal parties. We usually do these live on YouTube to our crowd. But today we're here with you to do this one for your crowd. And I'm very excited. It's going to be a little bit different, but I think it's going to be a really fun time.
Same. So, for anyone that is just hopping in here, first off, welcome. I'm glad to have everybody here, whether you are here live or you are catching the replay. My name is Erica Corday. I am half of the duo that is Pause on the Play, and is taking care of some stuff today that was a bit of an urgent matter. Everything is A-OK. So, that means you are stuck with me today. So I will be guiding you through as we talk about crystals with Emily. And one of the great things is that Pause on the Play is a space that we do talk about imperfect allyship. We talk about what it looks like to really reconsider your normal and really feeling as if you can claim your own empowerment and do the thing. And so, therefore, crystals has been one of those things for me. And so as we go through, you'll be able to hear what some of the properties are that the different crystals can support for you. And the reality is that whether or not this is something that you're familiar with or you're new to it, crystals can give you a very tangible way to wrap your hand around something, to be able to just kind of get a little more mindful, a little more grounded, and be able to be intentional and conscious about what you are choosing to do. You'll have a link if you are finding items that you're like, I need these and I need them ASAP. So you will be able to put those in your cart. You'll be able to check out a part of all of the sales in our live event today is going to go to the LCMD Research Foundation. So we'll also share that in case you have any questions about the foundation. But I'm really excited about it. And if you have questions about the community, I can answer that as well if you're not familiar with it. However, I want to start talking about some crystals. So,
Me too.
I'm going to
Perfect.
start by asking you tell us first a little bit about you kind of starting Almanac and talking about like, kind of its inception, a little bit of the purpose that it solves. And I always have my thoughts on it because I personally love Almanac. However, I'd love for you to tell them about that.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, so first I do want to say hi to Lynn. I see some Almanac crowd popping in. So glad to see you. Um,
Hello, Emily.
right?
That's one of my other Emilys. That's my local Emily.
Nice. Everyone needs an Emily too.
I know, right?
I love it. Perfect. So for anyone who is here, who is joining, this is going to be a little different from Almanac's usual crystal party. You're obviously welcome to stay and hang out with us. We're going to be showing lots of crystals, but we're sort of changing it up just a little bit for this particular one today. So starting Almanac. I started Almanac in 2018, launched in January of 2018, and it was something that I'd been thinking about for a really long time. I worked for several years as a business coach and building online businesses for other creatives, and I was always very jealous to be launching all these fabulous websites and businesses for other creatives. I really wanted it for myself. And so, so it took me a couple of years. I have another company that I run called Being Boss, where I have a podcast and a community for creative business owners. And it was in the depths of that I realized that it was time for me to build the business that I always wanted to build. And it was a really great hybrid between online and offline, and really focus on the things that were really important to me. So, seasonal living and like embracing it and knowing what that means and having things in your life that support that kind of way of life, as well as sourcing as locally as possible, having really thoughtful things in your home or in your office. And so for me, it was really diving into the curating that I always really wanted to do, and then combining that with all the things that I found were very important to myself. So, focusing on nature and seasons, and all of those things. So I launched Almanac. Finally took the leap and did it in 2018. We operated online only for the most part for the first couple of years, and then in July we opened the storefront here in Chattanooga. And it's funny, I have looked back at a couple of my notebooks over the past couple of years, and like those little inklings of like retail space, right,
Mm-hmm.
have followed me through the years. So it's really fun to finally be here in this space. I do love this store very much. I find myself having a hard time leaving at the end of the day sometimes. Like I just want to like hang out because the vibes in here are amazing. We love what we do. And I also do this with my partner David, who's who is going to be in the chat with you all today. He's been playing rocks all morning, so he's going to be supporting us in the chat. I run it with him, my life and business partner, so it's totally a family run situation, and it's fun. We like playing with rocks. Are you kidding me? This is my dream job.
See, and the interesting thing is years ago when I had people talking to me about crystals, and the first things I ordered, I was like, I don't know what I'm ordering. I don't know the purpose of these. I just got them because it was pretty. And years later, as I actually got more intentional about it, the beauty was is I could look back and realize that my intuition did drive me to purchase intentionally, even if I didn't know that I was doing it intentionally. However, in meeting you and choosing to purchase from Almanac, the difference is that you share a lot of information about them. And so I feel a little more connected, actually a lot more connected, if I'm being honest, because I am able to be more aware of not only kind of knowing that you're a business that isn't just like, give me the cheapest price. I don't care about the labor practices. Just give me the things. And so I feel better of knowing that I am not just choosing whoever out in the ether, let me put myself on Etsy and just tell you that I got these from somewhere and I probably didn't do this right. And you are very good at sharing information because sometimes you get it and you're like, it's pretty, I like it. What is it? What does it do? And being able to have a little more intentionality, but also being able to kind of feeding through all of the information that you get from all of the places and being able to say, okay, this is what works for me. This is what I find is actually connecting with me. And even when it comes to books and things like that. And so I do find that it is really helpful to know that if I'm getting something from Almanac, that is coming from a very different place of intentionality and knowledge as to what I'm purchasing. And I'm purchasing not only from someone that I know, but from a business that I know does give back, and it is a family owned business. So all those things to me matter.
Oh, I love that. That's why we talk rocks all the time.
I know.
As much as possible.
Yes. Yes, 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 and yes, yes. Emily is actually my friend. Like, actually my friend. So yes, there's business, and I love my friend.
Right? And we are talking about rocks all the time. All the time as friends. Right. Yes.
Yes.
Sourcing things responsibly is really important to me. And it's funny, whenever I got into this, whenever we started this company, we knew that we would be sourcing things responsibly, especially when it came to our candles, right? Like we wanted to make sure we had really great products, as much of it to be made in the US as possible from, similar, like smaller family owned businesses and those sorts of things. It wasn't until I really dove into crystals that I realized how much I was going to have to take those values into the space of sourcing the stones as well, and how
Right.
that web is so much larger and intricate, and in some cases like shrouded in mystery. So we have definitely. We do a lot of asking of questions and wanting to know where things come from, and we know there are some vendors that like the vibes are off, or the stones aren't as good
Yeah.
of quality, or pricing is a little out of control, or whatever it may be. We sort of
Mhm.
go at it as responsibly as we can in a space that, I mean, the industry of selling stones is thousands of years old. Right? Like this is an intricate, long held sort of tradition, for better or worse, of sourcing stones and selling them, and we are just like, we've been diving into it and finding the ways that we can be in this space that feels good to us as well.
I agree. And the interesting thing was I didn't realize how much the energy around it was a thing. Like, yes, I knew, but having kind of gone with you crystal shopping,
Mm-hmm.
like you can kind of tell when you walk up to some, you're like, ooh,
Ooh.
mm-mm,
Yeah. That's a
I don't
great
want
price, but
these.
you're still like, boop.
Yep.
Right? Or whatever it may be, for
Right.
sure. So it is something that we bring into that. And I'm very excited to be showing you what we have today. Erica and India did a really great job sending me this really beautiful list of stones that they wanted to share with you. So if you haven't already, if you are here live or watching the replay, go to this link. https colon slash slash almanacsupplyco.com/19B14. This is an affiliate link for this party, and it also makes sure that you are recorded, because a portion of all the proceeds from this party are going to the LCMD Research Foundation for Pulse on the Play. So go there first. You'll see everything that we're going to be going through today, based on recommendations from Erica and India. And I will say, I can absolutely second this like super intuitive choosing of stones. I'll never forget, it was a little over a year ago. We were having a friend with a conversation with a third friend of ours, and you were like, I need stones for, I think, being an empath, for just like
Hmm.
protecting myself. And our friend Tasha was like, okay, you need this, and this. And you were like, well, I already have all of those, because you had already intuitively chosen all
Right.
of the stones that you needed to support you. So
Mhm.
it definitely started out very intuitively, but you've definitely learned a thing or two along the way.
I have, and the beauty of it is that I'm still learning, and so I love knowing that this is something that I really do stay malleable with, like what feels good now,
Yeah.
what what do I need for this particular thing at this moment? Because and I put some of my crystals in front of me so that I have some things I can show that I have for my
Is your
collection.
desk even big enough?
Oh my gosh. First of all, I brought my big old hunk of chunk of soda light and I was like, I think I'm gonna break the edge of my standing desk.
You'll be fine.
But
You'll be fine.
I I have different things for different purposes, and
Yeah,
my kids have found that they really love it, and it's a way for them to ground themselves and to just kind of be a little bit more here and
yeah.
aware. And so it's been really, really, really great. So
Perfect. Perfect. Okay, let's dive in then. So, David, will you put okay, David's putting the link into chat for you, Emily. It is in the video description. So, if you scroll just below the video, you'll see a link as well that you can click. Either way, you'll find the shopping page there and we can start going through. So, the first one I have on the page and on the table. So, actually, hold. Here is how this is going to work. So, if you have come to crystal parties in the past, forget everything you know. Because we are not doing this crystal party the way we've done crystal parties in the past. Instead of me showing you individual pieces, I'm going to show you one of one palm stone, and then you can go add the palm stones to your cart, and we will just pick a palm stone out for you. We have a lot of things to go through today. So I won't be necessarily showing individual pieces. If we get to that at some point, who knows? We're leaving this open. We will figure that out as we go. But what we are doing is I'm going to show you individual pieces. You will find the listing for those on the shopping page here. So if you want a black tourmaline chunk, which is the first thing I'm going to be showing you, you will go to that listing and add it to your cart. We are doing no invoicing today. Everyone is managing their own cart. You will add the things to your cart from the shopping page and you will check out whenever we're done. If you do need any support along the way, David is there in chat to help you. You can also email us, hello@almanacsupplyco.com anytime. But basically, if you know how crystal parties usually work, that's not what we're doing today. What we are doing is I'm going to be showing you a sample of the listings that are on the page, and then you will just add one to your cart, and we will pick a really fab one out for you and send it along. Sound good?
they're very intuitively picked. So I have yet to have one that was picked for me that I was like, I didn't like this crystal. That has never happened. So
because David puts a lot of thought.
he does. Those of
Really
you that do
does.
not know David is like, I mean, his I
Yeah.
got it. I got you. What you need.
Yeah.
David is there. So you're in good hands, whether it's David or Emily.
For sure. Okay, let's get started with black tourmaline. That's the first thing I have on my table. Let me also put my tea out of my way so I don't spill that. That would be a sad day.
No.
Let's start with black tourmaline. Do you want to start us off with telling us why it is you chose black tourmaline?
Yes. So black tourmaline is one that it was kind of one of the first ones that I began to choose when it came to some of the darker stones, when it came to tourmaline, obsidian. And I found that black tourmaline never felt too heavy. It never felt too strong, but yet it was supportive enough to be like, yes, I got you. Do this thing and you are protected. And so I have one that sits by my door that helps to keep any foolishness out. And I like that the ones that I have, and I have one that just has a termination. Oh my gosh.
A
Get my mouth.
termination.
Thank you. My gosh. On the top, this one just kind of sits up, but then I have another one that's double terminated. And it's one that I just kind of use almost as a palm stone or a pocket rock. I tend to like ones that are a little rougher sometimes, and I find that this is smooth and rough at the same time, so it does feel good to be able to hold it. It's also one that I found is good to have by my computer. So this feels like one of those ones that if you're not as used to them yet, this is a great place to start, and at the same time for stepping into your imperfect allyship, to me, tourmaline just feels spot on.
Right. Black tourmaline is one for me. And what I've been showing you all is the black tourmaline chunk. So it's the first listing there on the shopping page. And there are multiple price points. So I showed you a $10 price point, 16 here, a 22 there, and then this big boy is 56. So there's like multiple price points. Add the price point that you want to your cart, and we will send it along. Because yes, black tourmaline is a standard. I keep it
Mhm.
with me almost all the time. My very favorite here is a palm stone. This is a black tourmaline palm stone. This is the second listing on the page. I have one of these buddies that's my best friend. I travel with it always, and these are 28. It's just such a good stone. It makes it's my security blanket, if I'm being
Mhm.
quite honest. If I'm ever traveling, I have some earrings that I'll show you in a second. I always take my black tourmaline earrings with me. Um, Black tourmaline is just a really great for protection, for keeping you really grounded, for um, just taking care of you. So I started
Yes.
with the chunks. That was just the palm stone that I shared. I also have two here. So these are super special. These two that I'm showing you now. These are let me scroll here. The standing black tourmaline point. So this is a
Mhm.
natural termination. This is what Erica was talking about just a few moments ago. So you know how a quartz
Mhm.
grows like with a point. So does black tourmaline, and this is what it looks like. So these are
Right.
naturally terminated, and they've been polished on the bottom. This is a $20 one, so that they stand
Yep.
very adorably. Show
And
me
mine
yours,
just sits on
Erica.
my dresser. I love it. It's just like this.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. So there's a $20 one, and then we have several price points of these. Um, that was a 20. This is the last of the 52. I think this is the last large one that we have left. And again, natural termination, flat base. This one has a bit of mica in here as well. It
Mhm.
kind of reminds like if the Emerald City were black tourmaline,
Yes. Yes. And
right?
I
I
had one that I kept seeing in crystal parties and I didn't get it, and eventually it was still calling me and it was still there and I bought it. And mine has mica in it, and I
Oh, I
found
remember
that
that one.
yep, and
Yeah,
I love to just rub where the mica is. This is where my thumb always kind of finds its way to. It's my little worry space for it.
love it. Here is a black tourmaline sphere. So spheres are not something that I saw for a really long time, and they've just sort of recently been coming out. And I love these black tourmaline spheres. I have one of these on one of my end tables in my living room, and there's just like such a hefty, comforting weight. I
Yep.
think I love these. So this is the black tourmaline sphere. These spheres are 75, and again, you'll find it on the page there with all the black tourmaline. But I love these spheres. I always say everyone needs a crystal ball, and why not a black tourmaline one? You know,
Facts. Love it.
I love them too. Let's see. We also have a couple of jewelry pieces with black tourmaline. I'm not kidding y'all. Like there are a few places that I go without some black tourmaline somewhere in my pocket or on my body. Plain and simple.
Mhm.
So we also have these in our Augusta bracelet. So these are like a stretchy beaded bracelet. We do make these in house. This is a clear quartz Drew's crystal here. Um, so really simple black tourmaline, and again, sort of a hefty weight. This is one of our heavier bracelets. There's just like such a like solid stone, and these are 35. So you'll see the Augusta gemstone bracelet on our site. There's a black tourmaline option. You can also wear it in a
Mhm.
bracelet. We also have it in earrings because legit I can't live without it. I've curated our product line for me, basically. So we have these dangly earrings. These are the ones that I take with me everywhere. Like I travel with them. I have multiple pairs in case I ever like. There was one time I was straightening my hair and I like clipped it and it broke and I was so sad. So then I bought another pair and I just keep them going. I cannot imagine life without them. These do have sterling silver hooks. So if you are,
Mhm.
allergic to not sterling. You don't have to worry about that with these. So these are really great. These are 20 for, these are the Bessie earrings here. And then we also have the Lovey earrings, which are these post. These are sterling silver post earrings. These are 16 and just nice little pieces of black tourmaline to just like keep the bad vibes away from your head because that's
Mm-hmm.
really where you want them not, right?
Correct. The Lovey is a good size. I find that like Madeline has a set, and those work well for her. And even with her wearing them at times that she probably shouldn't, but she does, like swimming and whatnot, they have held up beautifully. So
Yeah.
those work really well. And the Bessie ones I have as well, and I like those because they're not super heavy.
Yep.
Because sometimes I'll feel like they'll pull, like certain earrings can pull on my holes. Those do not. So those
Yeah.
work really well. I have those too. And of course, I have my bracelet on. So like, if you're around me, you'll notice I usually have a stack on because I have multiple
Right.
Augusta bracelets.
Got to stay protected, right? So
Right.
Hannah was asking for a bit of a closer look. These are just like tiny little slabs of black tourmaline wrapped in these sterling silver claws, I'll call them, on little post earrings. So really
Mm-hmm.
nice. Super simple. I do like those too. And then we do actually have black tourmaline in one more thing. So this is probably one of Erica's favorites here. We have rainbow moonstone with a little black tourmaline bead here. Um, so this is our Molly bracelet. If anyone wants to pair some rainbow moonstone with black tourmaline. And if you are looking to gift these, all of our bracelets and earrings come on the cards that you're seeing. So it'll tell a bit more about the stones that are on the pieces. And we also include rock cards similar to this with all of our stones as well. So if you're purchasing anything, you're going to get a bit of info about what it is that you're purchasing so that you can have it for yourself or so that you can gift it. And the giftee understands what they are getting.
That's been one of our favorite things when we send them out for client gifts, knowing that here's a card that tells you what it is.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, and I will say, David was just telling me that there are, I do feel like this is like QVC. This is crazy. There are only 2 of the Lovey black tourmaline earrings left. So if anyone is looking at the post
Mm.
earrings, the Loveys, are only 2 of those left. We recently did a buying trip and could snag no more of those at this moment, which is unfortunate. Um, okay, next up, we do have this also in a crystal grid kit. So if you look at the shopping page, you'll see a protection crystal grid kit. It comes with 7 of the main stones, and several of the stones that we show today come in crystal grid kits. And these are fun little kits that come with several pieces, 7 pieces of the main stone, in this case black tourmaline, and then 12 points for you to build crystal grids for yourself. I'm not going to get into all the magic of crystal gridding at the moment, but I do recommend you looking into it. We actually have a blog post on our site. If you'd like to learn more about crystal grids, we have it in protection for the black tourmaline as well.
Mhm.
And then also, if you're looking at the shopping page, you'll see that we have a couple of candles where the black tourmaline is as well. We have 5 scented candles in our shop, 1 for each season: spring, summer, fall, and winter, autumn, and winter, and then 1 local candle, which is Lookout. We have a mountain here called Lookout Mountain, and this one is also topped with black tourmaline. All of our seasonal candles are topped with crystals, and this one is this in our bestseller, David?
It's winter is technically our best.
Winter is technically our bestseller because it does smell amazing. Lookout would be our second bestseller. It smells amazing.
They all smell good.
Mm,
I
I'm
like all
sniffing it
of them.
right now.
They smell good. I love Lookout though. Lookout is one of those, and I got it. I was like, ooh, why did I wait so long to
Yep.
order this candle?
Yeah, and we do call it a mandel. So if anyone is has a partner who does not enjoy I don't know, more feminine scents, we call it a mandel. Just so you know. Okay, I have 2 more pieces of black tourmaline to show you. I have this wand, and y'all, this is new. This is brand new. We have never seen black tourmaline in wands like this. So if you're looking for something to just sit on your desk or on a bookshelf or whatever it may be, this is perfect. And these are really amazing quality black tourmaline. I am incredibly impressed with these. So we only have 3 of these in stock. This is the black tourmaline wand. They are
If y'all don't buy
$30.
them, I'm going to buy them.
I
So I
know,
need y'all to buy
Eric, I
them.
saw your hand move. Are you putting it in your cart right now?
I'm like, no,
Oh,
don't do
man.
it.
Right? The black tourmaline wand. And then the last piece of black tourmaline is also something that's new. And I can't believe David priced them like this. Y'all are going to, it blows my mind. Go, David. So I call this black tourmaline on a stick. David officially called it black tourmaline on a metal stand. But it's just really beautiful black tourmaline. This is mica, this like shiny silver stuff. We have several of these in stock. They're just really cute little display pieces. And y'all, they're only $12.
Those are really cute. See, this is where those of you that don't know, like part of the entire purpose of this is like we're showing you some of our favorite things. If you cannot already tell, these are my favorite things.
Right? Oh, so much good stuff. So that is all the black tourmaline. And guys, that is like the basic stone that I think that everyone needs. I think we often have people coming in who are purchasing their first crystal, and there's clear quartz, easy one, amethyst, an easy one, black tourmaline. I feel like those 3 are my go-tos for first crystals, or like you just have to have a black tourmaline in your life. I feel
Agreed.
so. Black tourmaline
Agreed.
is first because it's first. Perfect, which leads us
Absolutely.
into smoky quartz. Are you ready for this one,
Mhm.
Erica?
Yes, please.
Why did you choose smoky quartz?
So, smoky quartz is one of those that quartz as a whole is going to kind of amplify, but there's something about smoky quartz that for me feels slightly mysterious, but also it can feel a little grounding for me. And I really like the energy that comes from it, that again, it feels empowering of me to take care of my own energy. Nobody's giving me my empowerment. I have it. But it's reminding me that I can access that. It's reminding me that it is there for me. And it is one of those that my palm stone, which I can kind of show you there, go that way. Um, it it's like right in my palm size. So it's one that I would carry with me. And so yeah, it's similar to black tourmaline in the protection aspect, but just different.
Right. For sure. I just showed a smoky quartz palm stone. We do have several of those in stock, and they are breathtaking, absolutely breathtaking. And just a
Mhm.
reminder, if anyone is seeing anything that you like, just go to the shopping page, almanacsupplyco.com/19B14 is the shopping page for this event. You'll see all the listings, and anything that I'm showing, add a listing to your cart. And then whenever we're done, you can check out and we will send you some crystals because that's the best Mel day ever. So that was a smoky quartz palm stone I just showed you. We have several of those in stock. This is one where this is the last one that we have. So this is a large smoky quartz standing point. It's just a big chunk of smoky quartz, and it has been polished into this point. This is a hefty piece. It's a big
Mhm.
boy, right? So last one of the large smoky quartz standing points, and it is 72. So 72 for this big buddy.
Looks like a chunk of ice.
Indeed. Oh, I'm also realizing right now on our page the smoky quartz description has tiger eye content. So everyone thinks that I'm nuts a little bit, but at least I know that I am. At least I know. Right, so that was the standing point. We have some smaller standing points here as well. So this is the smoky quartz rough standing point. These are significantly darker. You'll see, so smoky quartz comes in a range from like very light, like almost clear quartz, but not, all the way to incredibly dark like these buddies. So these are the Smoky Quartz Rough Standing Point, these small ones. And these are another one of those things, like the price point on these is ridiculously amazing. 18 for these, and they're polished bottom, so they stand up really nicely. So there's one size, and then the second size is this one, and it is 28. So these are the Smoky Quartz Rough Standing Points.
It's funny because you don't notice it until you look at them, and then you're like, oh, that's a Smoky Quartz, and so is this.
Yeah.
Like, there's just differences. And then I have my bloop that is like, got what looks like amethyst in it because it's dark and purpley all at the same time.
Ooh, I remember that bloop. I have one bloop on the table. We're not there yet. Almost. Okay, I do want to show, I'm going to have to I think I'm going to have to get my camera adjusted for this. Okay, y'all, look at this. Isn't this so good? So this is Smoky Quartz on a metal stand. There are only 3 of these left. We have 2 that are very druzy like this. And we have one that is just one giant point like this. So this is Smoky Quartz on metal stand. Yeah, these, aren't they gorgeous? Nice. Also, really great display pieces. Oh. You know, what I really love about these is the height of them. I don't know if you experiences in decorating that all of my stones are sort of this height. Like there's not a bunch of variation in height, but with these guys, you get some good height. So if you are putting them on a bookshelf or whatever, you can create much more dynamic displays, I think, with stones such as this. So agreed. I do love these. So these are $125. Oh, did my camera battery just die? Maybe. David, will you snag me a new battery? It's fine, guys. We have backups.
Backups for the backups.
We're always here with a backup. Just going to get that one switched up. So, anywho, these ones. Aren't these rad? I love these so much. So there are 2 of these left. And then 1 point. If we need to come back and do a regular style crystal party for everyone to claim which one of these we want, I'm happy to do so as needed. And then the last piece of Smoky Quartz that we have today is a bloop.
It's a bloop.
Right? So Erica was just talking about her bloop. This is the last one we have. Let's see if I can get up there, and there we go.
There it is.
Oh, look how
you can't see from there, but you look through it and you can see it's they're magical on the inside. I love being able to see the little inclusions and the whole little ecosystem inside of there. So I was like, oh, I don't know if I want one. And I saw it, I was like,
need it. So this is the last bloop that we have, period. And these are 22. So only $22 for these guys. Or
that's
this
a good
guy.
Nice chunk, right? Love bloops.
The last one. So these are actually on the site as the Smoky Quartz Freeform. We technically call them freeforms, but behind closed doors we call them bloops. So if anyone wants to snag the last one of these, add it to your cart. I will say too, if everyone is adding things to their cart, it's the first person who checks out who gets it. So I'm just gonna if 4 of you have added this to your cart, and I'm not trying to rush. I hate sense of urgency that stresses me out. But just know that it's the first person who checks out that gets it.
Actual urgency. Well, and actually, I'll pause you on that. Let them know what shipping is as well.
Yeah, what do you mean? Oh, free shipping for all orders over $75. I should have said that earlier for sure. And we will be. Oh, domestic U.S.
Domestic.
Free shipping. Thank you, David. I get myself in trouble with that all the time. Free domestic U.S. shipping on all orders over $75. Yeah, that. And we will be processing these out and shipping them out either this evening or in the morning. All right, perfect. Camera's back. All right. So that is Smoky Quartz. And I feel like that gets us through chakra number 1, right? So we can
Hmm.
now that you're like grounded and you feel protected and you have that like that energetic foundation upon which you can do all the work that you want to do, we can start moving up the chakras. And next up, we have what I also know is one of Tasha Erica's favorites. Um, and
Tasha's talking about us.
right, I know. Where are you, Tasha?
I know.
Right, and Tiger Eye. Oh, I love Tiger Eye.
Mhm.
I know for most people, or for some people, Tiger Eye is like the stone you remember from when you were a kid, right? Like someone gave
Mhm.
you a Tiger Eye, or like you bought it from a rock store. For some people,
Mhm.
Tiger Eye is your first entry into the world of crystals at a young age.
Feels real, like a real tiger. That was my.
Apparently, David has the situation where he thought it was a real Tiger Eye.
Ah, well, I mean, if you look at it, I could see how, like, because I have a small sphere, and I
Yeah,
could see why you might think it's an actual tiger eye.
right.
Yeah, I could see it. I could. All right, David, you get a pass this time. You get a pass.
This time, right? Okay, so this is the Tiger Eye sphere. Again, you'll see this as the first listing on the page under Tiger Eye. $60 for these. They're 2.5, 3 inches in diameter. Nice hefty buddies. Love
Mhm.
those.
I was gonna say Tiger Eye feels substantial to me. So when it comes to like the recentering piece and that like, okay, I can do this thing, like it feels very sure when you hold it. It's not a light stone.
Yeah, no. And one of my favorite, I remember hearing once that Tiger Eye, this one
Ooh,
especially
my
pretty, right?
gosh.
Look at that. Ah, right. This is a
See, now
Tiger
you get
Eye.
to hear me. I gasp all the time. You just don't get to hear me gasp. Usually I'm on the other side.
Indeed, I'm glad I'm not the only one gasping here.
Oh, that's
Um,
gorgeous.
this is a Tiger Eye wand. We have a couple of these left in stock. So again, just a nice little piece if you're looking for something to stand on your bookshelf or your desk. One of the things I remember hearing once about Tiger Eye is it's a really great manifestation stone because it combines. Let me see. I'm actually going to grab this little one. It combines sort of the lightness of the upper chakras with the darkness of the lower chakras. And it is manifestation that is more or less how manifestation works, right? It's combining sort of grounded will with, I don't know, divine sight
Yeah, I kind of
in
feel
the
like it's that
middle.
what you think and what you feel and what you know and
Yeah.
going forth with it. And yeah, and the interesting thing is I've found that see, this is where it gets me in trouble because I just kind of stare at it winking at me. I love it. And
Right? This is a good one.
it's a real good one. And
So
like
you,
these kind I like 'cause I just throw them in my pocket and I
yep.
fiddle with it. It's perfect for that. Or like if I'm on calls, you can't see my hands and I'll fiddle with them. And that's one that I like because the manifestation, the kind of energy of I can do this that comes with it. I love that. I
Yeah.
absolutely love it.
So this is one of the tumbled Tiger Eyes. Just $3 for these buddies. We have a couple handfuls of these in stock. So if you are looking for a nice little pocket stone, got those. We also do put Tiger Eye in the tops of our manifest ritual candles. Let me see if I can do a little adjustment here again. So we do create these 7-day ritual candles here in Chattanooga. Soy wax, just gorgeous, I think. Unscented,
Mhm.
and these are topped with Tiger Eye. We have several sort of flavors, I'll call them. We have Tiger Eye and citrine and carnelian and hematite as well. So if you're looking for something, maybe I say practical in that you can legit use this. We also have it in our ritual candle. And then, last but not least for Tiger Eye, is this one does also come in our Augusta bracelet. So if you're also looking to wear it, we have these here. So $35 for the Tiger Eye Augusta with the clear quartz Drew's bead here as well.
So
Mm,
pretty. I always feel like the bracelets are an easy segue in for if you have the naysayers that don't quite buy into the energy yet, and then they wear it, and you're just watching them manifest that free coffee that morning and all these things, and it's like, told you, told you.
right. It's you just called tiger or bracelets a gateway drug, which I love.
Kind of.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong at all. So here we're actually going to move into carnelian. We only have a couple of pieces of carnelian in stock, or like different varieties, I guess, of carnelian. It's a super popular stone right now. Apparently, it's huge on TikTok. It's a thing.
Who
Having a hard time
knew?
sourcing it. But we do have some pieces. But we just tiger eye bracelet. We also have carnelian bracelet. And this is, staying in that sort of second chakra, your sacral chakra, um, with carnelian. So we do have, though,
Mhm.
a couple of towers. Erica, get your fingers ready,
Oh, trust me.
right?
Trust me.
Some really
I'm so ready.
stunning quality carnelian. And carnelian is great for, creativity and passion and some of those like deeper urge situations, not like super deep. Like you're
Mhm.
not trying to survive, you're trying to create, right? That's what
Right.
carnelian is great for.
And I think that kind of like feeling emboldened to create magic, to create impact, like, yeah,
Yeah.
this is a thing. And it's one that I'd been called to. And I got mine not too long ago. And
Yeah,
carnelian comes in all kinds of colors. So it's like it goes from like that whitish color in the other one, and it goes all the way down to that darker red and oranges in between.
for sure. These are also really great for writers or for public speaking, for artists, those types of folks. Um, it's a good stone. And again, one that we have everyone is having a hard time sourcing it. We do have probably six-ish towers in stock. Oh, actually, David's
Very
telling me we have
pretty.
more. We got plenty of these, y'all. Everybody add one to your cart.
Woohoo! Do it. You get a carnelian,
Right?
and you
All
get a
of these
carnelian.
are 42. So all of these carnelians towers are 42. And then we also have carnelian crystal grid kits. So you'll see those there in the listings as well. So some little pieces of carnelian if you want to do any crystal gridding, we have you taken care of. So 7 pieces of carnelian, tumbled carnelian, 12 crystal or clear quartz points, and then unfortunately that's the end of the carnelian. But I had to throw it in there. Those points are amazing.
Yes. Oh, and the chakra sets. Do you have those still? Because I did
Yes, I
see
was.
those on there.
Yep, for sure. So I was put that on the table. If anyone is looking for a nice little collection, this one includes carnelian. It also includes a couple other ones we have on the table today. It includes sodalite and green aventurine. But we have these chakra sets in this nice little bag, and it's one stone for each chakra. So we have your clear quartz for your crown, your third eye, amethyst, sodalite for your throat. I'm going down, which is feeling backwards to me. Green aventurine for your heart, pyrite for your solar plexus, carnelian here for your sacral, and hematite for your root chakra. So we do have these nice little sets here. They're $20 for the whole set. And then in the shop, when you see these together, they make a lot of sense. And you could just search in our shop for selenite and you'll find these. But we also have these selenite charging bars that people will often buy them together. So this is this little off script from what from what Erica had recommended, but they work really well together. So a lot of people will
Yeah.
purchase the chakra set along with the selenite bar and sort of store them. Selenite is a very
Mhm.
high vibing crystal that will actually charge your other crystals. So oftentimes you'll hear of people sticking their crystals in the sunlight, which I don't recommend for all your crystals, or the moonlight, or washing them in the creek. Again, not a good thing for all of your crystals.
No.
To charge them, you can also just put them on selenite, and selenite will do the
Mhm.
work for you. So we do have these chakra sets. You can also search the shop for selenite bars, and yeah, whole little
I love
collection
the
right here.
bar. I didn't even. I say that they fit perfectly on it. I have a big selenite. Like it's a big circle. It's a big disc, and my tray is huge. But I like the little bar with
Mhm.
the chakra set. I love how it just fits perfectly on that.
Yeah, I think they're so much fun, and they are just like walking out of the store. People like seeing them in person; they're
Yeah.
breathtaking, really, really beautiful. So the chakra sets are there in case anyone is looking for like a more complete set. Okay, now I want to move into citrine though, or actually, yes, citrine. Do you have any non-polished selenite able to add to the party page? We have search Hannah. If you want to just search the site for selenite, if you have come in through the link that is on the screen, the 19B14, anything you purchase, whether it's on the shopping page or not, a portion of it will go to all the places. So anything that's purchased here, after you put in the link will count. So just search for selenite, find the pieces. And I say that because we have a lot of selenite.
I was gonna say I didn't even think about it. I have like a selenite candle holder, and that's not polished. But I thought about it. I was like, I don't know. I don't have a lot that's not polished, but I have the
Yeah.
candle holders, and I don't know if you still have them. I know you had the towers at one point, and those weren't polished.
So we actually have been adding a whole lot of new selenite to the stock as we do. So we do have the towers back. They are back in. We have candle holders. We have wands. I'm looking over here. I was just putting up a little selenite display. There's a couple of lamps. Is the tall lamps on the
Ooh.
site?
Wait.
Okay,
Can't tell me these things.
hold on. I'll show you. See if
I'm
I
like,
can
wait,
zoom in.
what?
I'll need to add it.
Oh, look, David, you're on screen. So you see that little corner over there? Right? So there's the tall ones. What are
Oh,
you
wait.
doing? Oh. He's
I
gonna
was like,
turn them
where's
on.
David going?
Right? So he just turned on the round.
Oh.
Right. Those round ones are really, really good. Really good.
Oh.
And then they're the super tall tower and then the like medium tower, those are also lamps. And then you'll see the tall ones, the small towers. There's some selenite cubes over there that are not even on the site yet, and then some
What?
candle holders.
Cubes. Okay, see
Cubes.
this. See, this
Cubes.
is what Emily does to me. This is what happens.
I love it. So tons of selenite options for you. And honestly, there's a couple more pieces that we still need to put on the site and into stock. There's a couple more. I have like a whole new like candle holder situation. Yeah, we are stocked up on the selenite, y'all. Stocked
Yes,
up.
I love my candle holder, and the only reason I don't keep it as close is because I'm always like I'm gonna get water on it, so it
Oh
sits
yeah.
on my shelf behind me. Because you put water on it, it'll melt away. But I
We
have
also
go.
we also got bowls. Little selenite bowls. Oh, they're good.
This
They're
is
real
what she
good.
does to me.
I know.
Yeah,
They're
I
not on
like
the site yet.
selenite.
So if be sure to join our email list. Because we are bringing in all of our holiday stock and processing, and like over the next couple of weeks, it'll all be trickling into our site, and we'll be keeping things up to date. Also on our site at the top of the nav, there's a listing under crystals, or no, just click under shop, new arrivals. We're consistently keeping that up to date with things that are new in stock. And otherwise, come visit us in Chattanooga. That's really where all the good stuff is.
Just saying.
Just saying. Okay, citrine though. Eric,
Money,
why citrine?
man, money, manifestation. Let's make it happen. It's like Tiger Eye, but I don't even know if it's fully a step up, but kinda. It is really that intentionality of what do I want to create? What do I want to bring forth? What type of energy do I need to embed into what I want to make into reality? And it feels very fitting that it's a part of the ritual candle because you are putting a very cognizant and concentrated amount of like, I want this. I want this for those that are going to benefit from it. And I know it's possible. And I can think of creative ways to do it. It's not just, oh, let's just make money. It's like making money to support, it's creating equity, it's all the things. I love citrine. Love, love, love citrine. It's actually one of India's favorites. She loves her citrine.
Yeah, citrine is it's a really great stone and is another one of those that can be really hard to come by. We do carry both natural and baked citrine. This is a natural one. The pieces that you saw in the top of the ritual candle are baked. I'm fine
Mhm.
with either. I think a lot of people can get really snobby about baked, and I think where the issue is when people try to pass baked citrine off as natural citrine.
That,
I'm very open. I'll tell you what's baked and what's not. And basically,
right?
baked is when they'll take amethyst and bake it at incredibly high
Hmm.
temperatures, which is just basically speeding up the natural process because citrine is amethyst that the earth has baked.
Right. And like I have one, and mine is a little more orangey, where I have one that's kind of like what's in the top of the candle, and it almost looks like smoky quartz.
It can
But
be hard
this
to
is
discern the difference between smoky quartz sometimes and citrine for sure. And smoky and citrine can be smoky as well. Um,
right.
so yeah, just all kinds of stuff happening with citrine. It can be really hard to source, and baked is becoming more and more prevalent because it is so hard to source. Um,
Mhm.
and it's just there's not much of it left, or there's probably plenty of it left. The earth is large, but the deposits that we have access to
Right.
are getting depleted. So there's not going to be a whole lot more coming out. It can be very expensive. This is our Prosperity Crystal Grid Kit. It comes with 7 pieces of natural citrine, really gorgeous quality tumbled stones, and those points you can make Prosperity Crystal Grids for yourself. And then I do have 1 piece of polished citrine, and I think this is kind of a smoky citrine. That is going to be the most expensive thing that I show you all today. Let me also back this up.
Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, this one's a serious one. This one is serious.
This is the mother of citrine here. Look at it, everybody. Look at this beautiful hunk of gorgeousness. This is crystal porn, everybody. That's that's where we are right now,
It is.
right? David, if you'll take that link and just remove everything after selenite wand, it'll like if you're pasting in anything and the link is showing up funny, just okay, perfect. Okay. Look at it, everybody. Look at it.
Love it. See, I love the whole universe inside. That's always one of my favorite things. And citrine was one of those that, like, for me, I really pay attention to what I feel called to. And if I'm noticing that I'm being called to something like citrine, which I had a point this year that I have been and it's continued, it's telling me like there's things coming, there's manifestation that you can deploy, there is um abundance on its way that you have access to. And so it's reminding me of like, okay, this is here, this is what I can do, this is what I can support others with. And so citrine does all of that.
It does all of that, but I also think it does that through like your will, right? And you knowing who you are.
Hmm.
Like there is like this like owning of yourself that I think is required for citrine to really work for you.
Right.
And that's sort of one of the tests that it'll bring. So this is a piece of
Mhm.
natural polished citrine, gorgeous last piece that we have. Again, it's hard for us to snag pieces, especially this quality. This one is $7.55. So this is like a collector piece, amazing quality. We call it,
Mhm.
this is like a legacy piece. We've been talking. This is how we talk ourselves into buying expensive crystals. This is our legacy. Like we're gonna leave these to our grandkids, and they can sell them on eBay,
Lord, please don't.
right?
But yes, but I agree with what you said. I do think that any of the crystals that you're using, it does require a certain amount of knowing and familiarity with who you are and what you're doing and the why. And that I think is definitely a part of it. It's not just like, oh, if I get this crystal, money will just come to me. And it's like there's a little bit more to it than that. So I do think that it is that, like, why are you doing this? Why does this matter to you? Are you aware of what's possible for you? Do
Right.
you trust? Do you believe it? Crystals will test you. If you want to play, like, obsidian is good for that. It'll be like, oh, you want to play games? Okay, here you go. I love obsidian. Obsidian
All
is
my
absolutely one
obsidian
of my
friends.
favorites. I love obsidian.
Right? I love it. Right. So, okay, that's all the citrine. That was a short citrine and carnelian. Again, like those, like, I guess second, third chakra stones are incredibly popular right now. And I think there's something like sort of universal about this idea that people want to create. They want to know who they are. They want to own. They want to they want to produce things from their own will, right? Like that is
Yes.
like that's really what we're all kind of obsessed with right now. And I think that like it shows in the crystal market, which I think is a ton of fun. So those are the couple pieces that we have if you're looking for any support in those two chakras in particular, the second and third. There's some carnelian and citrine for you.
Dang it.
We have two stones left. We're moving up the chakras a little bit further. Heart chakra next with green
Mm-hmm.
aventurine, and then throat. So fifth chakra with some sodalite. Are you ready?
Yes.
Perfect. All right, Erica, why green aventurine?
Part of it is, honestly, I felt a draw to the color. And when I did, I tend to find that for me, when I'm pulled toward green, it it almost feels more like abundance, but it's not just about like, oh, I just want money. It feels very much like it's wealth and what feels like it's abundant on the inside. So it does for me definitely tie to the heart chakra because it's more like what feels good to have an abundance of it. And so for me, I found that this is one that I like having um, to like sit with my money. Like if you tend to create an altar, I think is really good with that. But I think this is one that gets me grounded around a different type of luck, a different type of fullness. And so like for me, I do have a palm stone, which I love. And I found that I really like my rough chunk. I like
Mm-hmm.
the texture of it. And the like it comes in like all different shades of green. Like so some's a little lighter, some's a little darker, but I don't know, something about it just feels very spry, which makes sense that it's in the spring candle. I don't I It still feels like such a weird word, but it feels very spry for me.
Yeah, it's very fresh, right? I think of this like
Mhm.
I sort of think of like the Fool card in tarot of like
Yes.
infinite opportunities and possibilities. Like I'm just gonna show up and see what happens. Like there's this very like lightness to the stone for sure. So I did
Yeah.
just show you the green aventurine palm stone first. This also does come in an Augusta gemstone bracelet. I believe we still have some of those in stock. Do we still have green aventurine bracelets? Yes, we do. It also does come in a mini grid kit. That's the growth kit and on our spring candle. And then we do have a couple of green aventurine chunks. I think we only have two of these left in stock. So Erica was just saying,
Mm.
like this, it does have a really cool feel. I love this stone.
Mhm.
$20 for these chunks. Again, only two left. These are good size chunks for $20, y'all.
They are, and they feel substantial. When like it's not a again, it's not a light one, it's a heavy one. So it to me, when I feel like I can feel that weight, sometimes that weight feels more grounding. Ooh, hello.
Right? Look at this little buddy. So we just got these in.
See,
These are just some little green aventurine spheres that I think are super fun.
love it.
I have I was talking on my end table in my living room. I have a black tourmaline sphere. I also have two other spheres. I have a smoky quartz and a labradorite. I think spheres are really fun to do, like decorating in groupings. Um,
Hmm.
so if anyone's looking for small spheres, look at these little green aventurines. I think these are fun. So these are 22
Love it.
for the
S-
spheres.
So cute.
Um, that's new. We also have one more. This one's so new. I don't even have a photo of it yet. And we got in some green aventurine gua shas.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Ooh.
So if you're unfamiliar with gua shas, these are tools for self-care. You can use them very easily, like on your face or in your neck for mostly like loosening muscles and draining lymph nodes. But you can also use them very aggressively. Gua sha is translates to scraping. Um, so you can use them pretty aggressively to scrape. David recently got a massage and got his pec scraped,
Oh gosh.
right? Which sounds pretty awful. But I have a gua sha that I keep in the shower and I use it on my face. You can like depuff your eyes. I'll even
Hmm.
you can oh David, now this other will you change the battery in the top camera too? So you can use it though on your face. Will go really nicely on your jawline. You can do some nice work with a gua sha. So we just got these in. Green Aventurine, $18. The listing is there on the site, but you will see that there is no image yet. But if you purchase one, we'll still send you one. So Green
I'm
Aventurine gua shas. And then we do have one more. This is the last one. Green Aventurine points. And look how light this buddy
nice.
is.
Ooh.
Isn't that beautiful?
Yeah, Green Adventuring is definitely one of those that I have found that I'm absolutely called to.
Yeah,
I love it.
these are
I'm
fun.
laughing at Helena too. Helena, you have no idea how much we talk about
Oh
Labradorite.
my God. Come to a party where I'm showing Labradorite, and you're going to hear me make the most ridiculous noises. I'm just gasping and oohing and awing all over the place. Can't form words. It's a hot mess. So, anywho, Green Aventurine. This is the last one of these points that we have left. This is a Green Aventurine obelisk, $32. Last one. Which then takes us into our last stone, being sodalite. So this one is also included in the chakra set. You'll see there in the listings. And we also have a mini grid kit for sodalite as well. I'm going to get us started with these really cool wands. So this one is a
Ooh.
cool, right? Isn't that a cool looking one? It's just cut interestingly. So I feel like usually they cut them like long ways or tall ways, and they cut this one long ways or something. Thank you, David.
Right.
So we do have a couple of these in stock, several of these in stock, some sodalite. They don't, are we having another one of the sodalites? This is sort of a interesting buddy. Yeah, a wand. That front one, yep. So this is probably what you would traditionally think of, right?
Ooh, that's
Can
a
you see
pretty
sodalite? This one's
detail.
just cut on a different, it's like cutting your chicken with the grain.
Yes.
Right? You know what I mean?
It is
So,
because most of my towers are yeah, they look my wands, my towers, my obelisks, they look more like the one on the left.
yep.
I like the one on the right because it doesn't look like the typical
Right?
ones.
It looks different. So, sodalite wands are $30. And why did you choose sodalite, Erica?
Because I find that in Pause on a Play, a large chunk of it is figuring out how to utilize your voice, how to utilize it to own your truth and to share it with others. Oh my gosh, sorry. Um, to be able to utilize your voice as a way of acknowledging and supporting the changes that you want to make. And this is one of the ones that, again, our friend Tasha, as a writer, definitely it's one of those stones that if you are trying to speak or write or share your truth, it is that throat chakra, and it is so supportive of it. It is one that I have a huge chunk that I have in my living room, and for better or for worse, I don't always love that it helps my kids speak their truth, but they do. And- but I like that it really does foster a different type of openness. I think that it fosters a different set of awareness, and it fosters um, opportunity. So I find that it's really, really great if you find that. Oh my gosh, sorry. Oh, God, they're gorgeous. Jeez. If you are maybe having a harder time really acknowledging this is what I want, this is how I feel, this is what I want to do, this is what I know is possible, this is what needs to change, this is what needs to shift, and I want to be a part of that. This is great for being able to really go into that. And you'll even see in the description here on the page, it is throat, but a lot of things will market it as well as third eye. So just kind of that level of awareness of how you're communicating, particularly in a public forum, I find that it's a powerful stone. I love it. I'm gonna attempt to show you my huge one. I was like, I think it's gonna, oh my lord, like knock my thingy over. See,
Yours is
it's
bigger than mine.
that's what he said.
David just
And
whispered, I got a bigger one. There's David.
love David.
Inappropriate. But he's talking about rocks, y'all. He does have one over there on the shelf.
See, and this was one that I kept wanting Soda Light. And one of the times that they had gone rock shopping, they came back with these, and I was like, I need that one. And this is one that it sits right in the middle of my living room, and I love the energy that comes from it, and I love having it nearby. I absolutely love my Soda Light.
Yeah. Right. These are really nice big chunks. So this is one. These are 64 for these. As I also just showed you this palm stone followed by the sphere. We do have
Those
two of
palm stones and spears are serious. I'm like,
yeah,
wait, where did they come from?
they're
Man.
good. So we do have two of these chunks left. These are the last two of the chunks. So again, $64 for a stone this big. It's not polished, right? It's not like a fancy one, but that is a really interesting bookshelf piece, my friends.
Yes. Yes,
Right?
yes, yes.
Like it like this. There we go. Love it.
Love.
What? Oh, Erica's is bigger. Erica, yours is the biggest.
See?
Right? For sure. I remember snagging yours and you were like, I want the big one. Right? Aren't these great? So, yeah, sodalite is a really, really wonderful stone. Very beautiful. And does come, like, that's one of the ones that we do have in several shapes and sizes. So, kind of something there for everyone, more or less. More or less. And that's the end of our stones.
I'm like that's sort of like palm stone and spear. Like I need y'all to know that that is not common. They are gorgeous. That is not common at
Yeah.
all.
Yeah, the spheres and yeah, those palm stones. And the palm stones are a really good, like hefty size. They're pretty thick, like just good size palm stones for sure.
Hmm.
So that does bring us to the end of our shopping page. And again, whatever you have seen here today, add one to your cart. Make sure you're choosing the price point that you want. Anything that came in multiple price points, I tried to show you the different sizes so that you could get an idea of it. And now that we're through the main crystals, if you have any questions, I invite you to ask us in chat. I am completely happy. We will talk Erica's side of, stones and support and what it is that she's doing to use them. I'm happy to share more about the stones themselves in any ways that I can, or expand or show you something again if you're trying to choose between a couple of options. I'm happy to continue helping.
Yes, yes, yes. Did you pick out the selenite that you wanted, Hannah? Because this would be your chance to look at some if you want to. Because I did remember that you mentioned it, that it had got left in the hospital. So I want to make sure that you're able to see some options so you can make sure you add something that feels good in the cart. And Helena too, because it might not be on the list, but Emily will always show you labradorite because that's some magic stuff right there.
We still have some pink flash.
Oh, for anybody that knows labradorite pink flash is rare and it's gorgeous. It's a rarity.
It's so pretty. I'll show it anytime. But yeah,
Yes, yes,
happy to help.
yes.
And if you are sort of reaching to the end of your budget, or whatever it may be, all you have to do is check out. So check out, and if you came in through the link, perfect, Hannah. If you came in
Perfect.
through the link, that everything that you purchased today, and for the next 30 or 45 days, if not mistaken, will be a part of this. So, so make it do. whichever way.
Hmm.
Oh, look, David's bringing.
See? Oh, purple.
Hold on. Let's make it. I'm going to need to make it
Come on.
do. Don't look at me. Look at the rock. There we go. Ooh, y'all.
Yes.
That's a pretty buddy. So this is a $42 purple flash.
Come on, Light. You're trying to fight us. Oh, there it is.
Yeah. Purple
Yeah.
flash labradorite.
Love purple Labrador.
Same.
It
Same.
is just different.
Oh, Helena. No. Do you know where this one is from, David?
That was Madagascar.
Madagascar. For this one. Helena's asking if it's the Finnish one. I am not familiar with a Finnish labradorite. I'm going to go Google that later.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I'm like,
Yep.
I'm curious now.
Ditto.
Very
Ditto. I
curious.
love Labrador. Labrador, I think, is my soul stone. Maybe if I have such a thing. We've been best friends for a long time.
It's a thing. It's a thing.
It
It's a
is a
thing.
thing.
It is gorgeous. Of course, Hannah. We feel as though one giving back is necessary anyway, but being able to give back not only to a foundation that we believe in, but that happens to be yours matters so much to us. So we are supporting someone that we love. So
Oh, it's
it's our
Hannah.
pleasure.
Did I just put all those pieces together correctly? Is this Hannah's foundation? Ah, wonderful. Oh, we're so happy to. So incredibly happy to. Perfect. Then add all the crystals to your cart, everybody. It's for a good cause.
Exactly. Do it. Do it.
For sure. And otherwise, let me know if you have any questions. Again, we will hang here for about the next 15 minutes at most. Happy to help, happy to show you anything in addition or anything again. If you want me to go through and show you those smoky quartz on metal stands, smoky quartz on the sticks, so
Those
you
are
can
gorgeous.
right, you can choose the one that you want. I'm happy to do so. If there's anything on our site at all that you do want to see in general, let me know. We got a whole crystal wall. I'll show you whatever you want.
Right.
Question for David, perhaps. I'm being so drawn to the giant quartz on the stand, but the not
But
super.
then again,
Oh,
ah. I think it depends on, do you like the smooth or do you like the multiple points, all of the
yep.
terminations. I like seeing all of the I could take both. If I'm being honest,
Right.
which is the challenge. But I always like when you're seeing, all of those points all over and you're able to see now just how smoky it is. It's really pretty.
And I'm going and grabbing the third one because
Yes.
why not? Why not, y'all? Okay. You're going to see all the behind the scenes. Okay, here we go.
Yes. Oh,
Here
look at see the
are.
one on the left's got a big old one on it.
It does. So I think this is the main one, the main photo on the listing. So it does have a big buddy here, a nice big chunk here, or big point here. So super beautiful. Probably not as, this is the smokiest of them. And for anyone who wants to claim theirs, we're going to go traditional crystal party really quick. I'm going to number these 1, 2, and 3. And if anyone wants to claim a specific one, just say sold 1, 2, or sold 1, sold 2, or sold 3. And we'll put this one aside for you specifically. And then you'll just check out the way you usually do. So we'll call this one number 1. Just some really nice larger chunks in this one. Not as dark as number 2. But definitely still has its own prettiness. This one, oh, that one poked me. This one is the darkest. It has a nice big point here. A big point, or a big, it's like that point broke off, but there is a nice like big chunk here. It's going to be the tallest, I think, of the 3.
Mm-hmm.
So this one is number 2, in case anyone wants to claim that one in particular. Ooh.
It's druzy on the back there.
Look at that. Look, guys, this grew in layers. Holy cow, I haven't even looked at the back of this. Also, there's really tiny little points here.
Little studs. Oh my
That's
gosh.
cute. That actually doesn't look like smoky quartz. Hold on, everybody. I'm not convinced that that's smoky quartz. Sorry. See these little points here?
Mhm.
Huh. I don't know what that is, but that's darker. It
Is it like
almost looks
hematite or
green or
something?
like pyrite. I'm unsure about that.
Yeah.
But it grew in layers. So you'll see here there's a layer of smoky quartz, and on top of it is a layer here, and then on top of that is a layer here, and then on top of that is this main layer.
Wow. I've never seen it like that.
That is amazing. Okay, so number 2 is a good one too.
Right. I'm like, oh,
That's number 2. Hold
I
on,
need
let's go back
somebody
at
to
number
snag it.
1.
If not, I'm coming back for that one because
So
my
this is
God.
similar. You'll actually see how there's like a little cavern in here. So like here is one layer, and then right here is a second layer, or at least like to there. And there's looks to be a little bit of a layer there. So this is back to number 1. That's cool, y'all. Okay.
Yeah, it
So
is.
that's number 1, number 2, and then number 3 is the single giant. I will say single, but you'll see here there's almost like a second
Mm.
point here that grew into this first one.
Ooh, rainbows. I see
Yeah.
you.
Ooh.
Thanks, Helena.
Oh yeah, feel free to you can email us hello to Almanac Supply Co. or just the form on our site for sure. So the number 3 is the really big point. So if
pretty.
anyone wants to claim one of these in particular, first come, first serve. So sold 1, sold 2, sold 3, and we will put that specific one back for you. Otherwise, if you purchase one, we'll just pick one for you.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's gorgeous.
So let us
I
know.
like that. I'm like layers. I've never seen that.
Yeah. That's cool. That was a really cool one. I liked it.
Wow.
Okay, perfect. I'm gonna put this back over here. Let's see. Mary, that is this fairlight here? Mary, this fairlight's not here yet. Not yet. Soon.
I know, Hannah. It's
Yeah.
tough. It's a tough decision. It just depends. Like, you can't pick wrong. Ah, yay!
Love this for you. Love this for you. This is a good one. Very nice.
Yes.
Nice choice. Nice choice. So this one's for Helena. Number 1 is gone.
No,
If any.
Hannah.
Oh, Hannah. Hannah. Yes, Hannah. H names.
I know.
Hannah. Indeed.
Hannah. Got it. Yes,
Putting that one aside for you
love.
for sure. Perfect. If anyone else would like to claim 2 or 3, you know what to do. They are still here. Otherwise, Hannah, 1 is coming to you.
Yes, love it.
Perfect.
Now,
Oh,
I've been staring at the shelf behind you, trying to figure out what is next to um the ritual candle. It looks red. What is
Bloodstone.
that? Oh, okay. I was like, wait, what is that?
Bloodstone. So, bloodstone is a cool stone that comes in a variety of colors. So this one, traditionally, it's very green. That one's got a bit of red in it, right? Sometimes it'll be white or yellow. I've even seen yellow bloodstone, which is interesting. Actually, this one has some yellow in it,
Ooh.
right? Bloodstone. Really great for like healing. It is a root chakra stone. I find it to be feels kind of earthy, if that makes sense. Like some of
Yes.
them are just like real
Mhm.
deep earthy. I don't know what
I
this
feel
is,
like it is.
but
I feel like it is. Yeah, I like
bloodstone.
that.
We have these like cool
I have
little
a palm
bloops.
stone. Ooh, I was gonna say. I was like, what is that red bloop?
Yeah, some bloops. We have 1 palm stone of the.
See now, Mary, I'm gonna have to look up Sparrowlight and see what that is. Oh, that's a pretty one.
1 bloodstone palm stone left. Look, it's red on
Oh,
one side and green on the other.
it's like a Sour Patch Kid of crystals.
I love it. And then it does top our heal ritual candle as well.
Love that.
It's a good one. So spherolite was actually one of the stones. Remember that guy from Elmwood came for a visit?
Yes.
We got some spherolite from him.
Mm. Yes.
Right? I'm excited about it. Perfect. All right. Let us know if you have any final questions. Totally here to help answer whatever questions you have. Otherwise, it is definitely time to start checking out to complete your cart. Put all the things. Here's the thing. Go through that page and just add one of each to your cart.
Ooh, termalinated. I never say that word right.
Yeah,
Ever.
I can show you. So, oh, that's funny. We sold all the other pieces of tourmalinated quartz, didn't we? The little ones? Yeah. Okay. So yes, we actually have some really interesting tourmalinated quartz. We've sold out of like what people usually think of whenever they think of tourmalinated quartz, but instead
Kind of
we
like
have this.
this.
Yes, like that. Hold on, let me put you up big. Hold on. There you go. Yeah. So that's usually what people think of whenever they see or think of tourmalinated quartz. However, this other kind has been coming out of the mines where the tourmaline threads are huge, really, really big, and the quartz is really very milky as opposed to being a little more clear. So we have a whole batch of these obelisks or towers or whatever you want to call them. This one is 90 for this big buddy. And they sort of run the gamut. Will you show me get one of those one of the really black ones? So here's a smaller one,
Oh,
right?
that's really pretty.
Isn't that gorgeous? So like this is mostly
Oh.
tourmaline and then that really cool like milky quartz. This one is $60. Isn't
Ooh.
that gorgeous? And then so we also have like some of them will come out very tourmaline but still have some like milky
Mm.
quartz. And so this is $60 as well.
Pretty.
Give me the second to largest.
I'm like,
Right? Look at this one.
ooh.
Right?
Oh.
So these are the tourmalinated quartz that we currently have in stock. Is any of the graphic quartz here? No. And we also, so there's also this new stone coming out of Madagascar that we got just last week. Sorry, my sweater keeps getting hung on a hook down there. It's actually black tourmaline and clear quartz that's all mushed together. And so when you see it, it almost looks to me like whenever I first saw it, I thought it was indigo gabbro, which is like just this weird amalgamation of like different things. But then when you look at it, like it's just mind blowing. I don't even know how to explain it to you. We are processing that now, and it basically is tourmalinated quartz, right? It's quartz, but it's more like quartz-elated tourmaline.
Yes. Yes.
Right? If you can imagine tourmaline, which is like quartz, just like
Kind of reminds me of like static snow on the TV, but more black.
static snow on the TV, but more black.
I can agree with that.
Yeah. I love that
Yes.
description. Yeah. It's weird. It's so weird. So we are not done processing that just yet, but we should have it in stock on our shop next week. It's super cool. So that's the tourmalinated quartz that we have. We have these like big chunky towers that are like just hold on. I want to show you this one too. One sec. This is probably one of my favorites. Look at this one.
Ooh.
Right? So cool. Come on.
Yes.
So anyway, these
Oh,
ones. And then we'll have the graphic tourmaline in stock next week.
I'm an enabler when it comes to this. I can't help. Like, oh my
Dang.
gosh.
You know you want it.
I know, right? Yes.
It's a whole thing. Perfect. Let us know if you have any more questions. Otherwise, we can start wrapping up. Once you have everything added to your cart that you want to purchase, just check out. Leave us any notes that you would like. But if you came in through the link for this show, then all the things are in place as they need to be to make sure that proceeds go to all the right places. If you have any questions for us at all, feel free to email us at hello@almanacsupplyco.com or through the contact form on our website. Come to us for crystal stuff. Erica can't help you. Erica is not support for us for this party. Come to us for that. We are happy to help.
Yes, it is like two-tone lace, Hannah. You're correct. That is it. Yeah, because I can see how you look through. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait till you see it. Like, yeah, it's a thing.
It's so cool.
It's gorgeous.
Oh, and Marion is asking, how often do you do them? Great question. So we do crystal parties at least once a month. Going into the holiday season, we're going to be doing them more often. We actually have a series of 3 crystal parties starting on November 19th, Friday, November 19th. We're going to go up the chakras, and we're going to be focusing on new stock. So there are a ton of things that we've been getting in that I'm excited to show for our regular people. There'll be totally new things for you. Everything is new. So just coming out, we're going to start with first and second chakra on the 19th. The following Tuesday, we're going to do third and fourth. And then I think the next Friday, if I'm not mistaken, we will do fifth, sixth, and seventh chakra. And then the last party of the year, I can't remember when it is. We're going to be doing best of. So we're going to be going through all of our stock, bringing out all the best stuff and selling it in the party. And it's a ton of fun. If you guys want to come talk crystals, look at crystals, gasp with us, crystal parties are a ton of fun. You can actually find all of them on our events page. If you scroll to the very bottom, you'll see a link for events, and definitely sign up for our email list. We send an email out every single week, and at the bottom of that email, we always include upcoming events, including upcoming crystal parties. I would say like this one, but different from this one. Though,
Right.
Erica, you're welcome to come hang with me anytime.
Oh, yes. And while I love ours here, the nice thing about the traditional ones is you're able to literally pick out the crystals that you want. And so if it's like, there's 5 palm stones, which one do you want? So you get to pick the exact crystals that you'll get in your box, which is a beautiful thing as well. So if it's time for holiday shopping and you want to add a little something extra, you now know about one of our favorite things, which is all the goodness here at Almanac. I love that you came and you spent time and you hung out and you shared crystals and knowledge and all the things, Emily. And for everyone that has come and has bought and has supported LCMD research today in our way of being able to give back and just hanging out and talking about pretty powerful rocks. Like, thank you to everyone for everything.
Yeah, for sure. Same. Thank you for inviting me to do this, Erica. I think that what you're doing is always amazing, and I'm happy to be a part of it and happy to meet all of your folks. You guys are fun. Thanks for coming to talk rocks.
Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Thank you.
Well, and with that, we'll wrap up. If anyone does have any questions, email us at Almanac. We are happy to help. Otherwise, I do hope to see you at our next crystal party on November 19th. Erica's usually there.
I am. I love it. And I will prompt you to buy crystals because that's what I do. I'm buying, you're buying too.
Yeah, perfect. Awesome. Well, thanks everyone. This has been a ton of fun and I hope to see you around. Happy shopping.
Thank you.